The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Browns going up against the Titans. With that, let's get up to Tennessee. We're standing by in Nashville, our Brandon Guy and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL, because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
Play fake. Mariota. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send the blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And his first look is incomplete. And here's a look at the starting offense. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On now is the Titans punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And his pass incomplete. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
A try here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Mariota now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
We have played a quarter here in this AFC Divisional Playoff. It's a close game here early on. We're back to Nashville right after this. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And they'll run it here. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Play action now. Mariota. He's got time. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Play clock winding down. They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And his kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession. possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Second down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will be now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. On now is the Titans punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, let's go. Ohio, flick round, flick round. Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Browns a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. So the offense has it first and 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. So it's on to halftime in this AFC. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John, why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, but you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. So they're going to go for 2.
Here we go. Spread 38. Spread 38.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mariota now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they go screen. It's complete. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. On third down, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out here in the eye. And again this time to the tailback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
Holding offense.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mariota on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
As a former defender, Brandon, the goal was always to tackle the receiver immediately after the catch. When you missed and gave up additional yardage, you didn't make anyone on your team happy. That's why I'm sitting here next to you.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Give him 14 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Looking middle, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they're going to speed things up here. To the air again, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 1st down, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So the flag is for the very rare illegal forward pass penalty.
Not often that a quarterback forgets where the line of scrimmage is. They have an innate sense about it. On this play, the quarterback did.
2nd down, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Long drive, the defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done. It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and goal, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those 0s in the time column too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.